this week, I want to show you guys how to crochet the lemon pill stitch. This is one of my favorite stitches. I use it all the time for blankets. It also works great on garments. You may also be familiar with it being called the griddle stitch. This uses a single crochet and a double crochet, so if you're comfortable with those stitches, you should be ready to learn this one. We're going to get started with the lemon pill stitch with an even number of chains. If you need to, you can also use an odd number of chains for this stitch, and I'll explain that at the end of the video. We're going to get started in the second chain from hook, so that's the first chain from hook. There's the second chain. We're going to work a single crochet into the second chain from hook. In the next chain, you're going to work a double crochet. And in the next chain, a single crochet. And then for the rest of this row, which is row 1, you will repeat double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet until you reach the end of the row, and your row should end on a single crochet. So there's a double crochet. Our next chain, we're going to work a single crochet. And then in the next chain, a double crochet. So you're just alternating single crochets and double crochets. You want to start and end your row on a single crochet. So here's another single crochet, and then double crochet, and single crochet. I'm going to fast forward now to the end of the row, and I'll meet you there and show you how to finish the row and turn. So we've made it to the last 2 stitches in row 1. Your second to last stitch should be a double crochet. And then your last stitch, a single crochet. And this is what it should look like. And then to turn, we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and flip your work around to turn. And now we'll be heading into row 2. So I'm going to show you row 2 on a more established project I've been working on, so you can see what the stitch will look like after working multiple rows. But this is still row 2 we are working on because this is a 2-row repeat pattern, so I'm just repeating row 2 here. So for row 2, we're going to start with a double crochet in the first stitch. And then in the next stitch, a single crochet. And in the next stitch, a double crochet. So we are still alternating single crochets and double crochets for this row. The difference is we started with a double crochet, so we're also going to end with a double crochet. For the lemon pill stitch, what you need to know is you will always be working your double crochets into the single crochets in the row below, and you will be working your single crochets into the double crochets in the row below. So there was a single crochet, so our next stitch is going to be a double crochet. And that's what you're going to alternate until the end of the row. I'm going to fast forward now and meet you at the end of the row to show you how to finish row 2 and turn. When you have 2 stitches remaining at the end of row 2, you should work a single crochet in the second to last stitch. And in the very last stitch, work a double crochet. And that is row 2. I love how beautiful this stitch looks for how simple it is. So to go into row 3, you're going to chain 1 and turn. This is a 2-row repeat pattern, so you will repeat 2 and 3, alternating those 2 rows until your project reaches your desired length. Now row 3 is basically what row 1 was. The only difference is we are going to be working into the row below instead of a chain. So in your first stitch, you're going to work a single crochet. And in the second stitch, a double crochet. And in the next stitch, a single crochet, and so on and so forth. So just alternating the single crochet with the double crochet, starting and ending on a single crochet. That is row 3. Now for whatever reason, an even number of chains to start with didn't work for whatever project you're working on, you can start with an odd number of chains. It will just be that you will have a 1-row repeat, so it's a little simpler even. But you will start with a single crochet at the beginning of the row and end with a double crochet every time. I kind of like for it to be even and just start and end with a single crochet or start and end with a double crochet and alternate those rows, but it's really your preference. Either way, it will come out looking the same because you'll always be working your single crochets into the tops of the double crochets in the row below, or your double crochets into the single crochets in the row below. And that's what creates the look of the lemon pill stitch. Thank you so much for following along. I hope that this was helpful. If it was, please consider giving it a like. It really helps other people who are trying to learn how to crochet find my channel. And subscribe. I release a new stitch tutorial every week.